this is Alex and welcome to another Minecraft video. And today, I'm an illusioner. But more importantly, today we are doing something I have not done before. A mod review. Why? Because I've never done something like this on the channel, and well, I kind of thought, well, I found this mod and it's too cool to not show, so I'm gonna show it. And this mod is, for some reason, it's kind of showing a bit of a clue above my hotbar. The Infinity Gauntlet mod. I have the Infinity Gauntlet. Look at this. So before I get on with actually showing you this incredible thing, I just want to say, one, if my voice sounds different, that's because well, my microphone is new. My old microphone broke, so I had to get a new one. Well, actually, I didn't buy a new one, I used my spare one, but my spare one isn't the best. So, if this doesn't sound very good, please let me know in a polite way. And if it sounds kind of the same, that's good. If it sounds better, then that's amazing. I would love the feedback. Just please let me know, because I'm happy to buy another one if you guys think that it's not very good. Also, please like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. And also, my skin doesn't work on this mod, so custom skins won't work. That's why I'm an illusioner. Okay, on with the video. That is very close. I flew around trying to find a good space, a good space, and this feels like a reasonably good space. I get a lot of stuff I can blow up. So this mod is quite insane and can also be a bit laggy, so heads up, unless you're using some super beefy device, some abilities you might not want to use here. I'll tell you which ones later on. But these things are the Infinity Stones, and this does work in survival mode. I'm also going to put on this armor so I can look more like Thanos himself. Didn't help that much. Oh well. There's also an Infinity Gauntlet spawner. You can place down the gauntlet, I think. Oh wait, no, it's when you throw it. When you throw it, this happens. And then you can also spawn it like that. Which is odd. Once you've placed it down, you can never pick it back up again, so you know, just don't do that. You're often going to want to type Infinity Stones into the search bar to find all the stuff for them, because they don't seem to all show up in the right spot, like ever. As you can see, the stuff for the Reality Stone isn't here, as well as the Mind Stone. And maybe more, I don't know. Anyway, you can see that my gauntlet is empty right now. And when I run, some stuff happens. When I crouch, some stuff happens. The reason that it's all dark is because I don't have any stones. We gotta get some stones on this bad boy. So wait, I have all the stuff in my inventory. If you want to get the stones in survival mode, there is a way that you can do that. It's not... Now, there is something called ore, which you can get. It's like Infinity Stone ore. I don't know where that is. For some reason, I literally can't get it in the hotbar. It must be in some really weird random location. But the way that you craft them is, one, you need a crafting table, which I didn't have, so you know. And now we go into the crafting table, and if you come over to this section, because they're in the nature section for some reason, then you can craft them. Now, I can craft any of them right now, but let's just go the mines. Let's go the power stone. Then you need a diamond in the center, then surrounded by these things. So, boom. It's like that. That's how you do it. Now to show you the best part of this mod, the powers that you get as the ruler of the Infinity Gauntlet. So this is actually really cool. It has an Why is it huge? Oh my god. I never noticed this. They're literally massive in your hand. Why? Anyway, when you have the gauntlet and you click a stone, it adds it. And check this out. When I hold the gauntlet, it has an animation for each stone. And a texture as well. Why is it? Hang on. It's spinning. I want to stop that. Let's just do that. There we go. Now it's not. the one that you're using is the one that will be spinning. And if I go red, you see it's there. Orange, it's there. Green, yellow, it's there. How cool is that? It has a texture and animation for each individual stone combination. I mean, obviously you just want all of them, but you know, still. Heads up, if you want to use this properly, you are going to have to play on... Well, this, I'm showing the Bedrock version, but there is a Java version, and the Java one is quite a bit better, but Bedrock is much harder to work with, so that's extremely understandable. It can be a bit buggy, but it's worth it. Okay, this is the most amazing thing. Oh yeah, something really cool is if you're fighting someone who has the Gauntlet, you can tell what they're gonna try and do by looking at what stone has the animation. So I'm currently got the reality stone selected, meaning that you know I'm going to do something with the reality stone. But when you create a world, you're going to want to apply the resource pack, and I think there might be a behavior pack, I'm not sure. And then you're going to want to equip every experimental feature you can see, because for some reason it seems to work better if you do that. And then you will need Education Edition. Hello, Mr. Panda. Yeah, you need to have Education Edition on. You can see I've got it on. I've got these. I've got all my elements. I got the good old hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen. I've forgotten that one. Yeah, you gotta be on Education Edition. Okay, that's just part of the deal here. Doesn't work otherwise. I'm sorry. But now to finally get on with the powers. If there's something I forgot, I'm very sorry. Oh yeah, I love how it has the enchanting effect. It really feels like you're using the stone. So the way that you use the powers is quite fiddly, and a lot of the people I've shown have told me that it's just really annoying to use. I agree, but I disagree at the same time. Once you get used to it, like I have, it's actually really easy. So there's two things. Okay, there's stone selector and there's power selector. So you sprint to change it, and that's a bit odd. Like, you can hear me double down. So currently I'm on power stone, but if I crouch I can switch to space stone. Orange stone, they're referred to by colour. I'm just going to refer to them by what they are in the movie because I find that easier to remember for some reason. There's also all stones. But if I go power stone, then if I sprint, I get the abilities. So then there's energy beam, detonate, strength boost. Well, now I'm actually going to show off what the abilities are. I feel like you know the basics now. Energy beam. Now this one's important. It is one of my favorites and is one of the coolest. Unfortunately, if you don't have some super beefy device, it will cause an insane amount of lag when you do it. But pretty much it looks like this. Hi, parrot. You can blast things. And yes, it's very fun. Look at that. The issue with this is that you can see, I don't know if you can see it yet, but there's a bit of lag. Hi, parrot. Sorry about that. But the more you use it, the more lag you will cause. And it's just, I'm going to spam it just to kind of show that off. Here we go, look, it's getting a bit laggy now. And if I blast a ton of stuff over here, you can't play like this. This is awful. You can fix it though. You have to /kill all entities. I recommend doing it multiple times just to get rid of the items. So if you're playing on anything weaker than like a massive computer, then maybe don't use that one. But if you're playing on like if you're playing on a PS4 like I am, or like a Nintendo or something like that, definitely don't use this one. The rest of them are okay aside from one, which I'll get to later. Right, next ability is Decimate. This is one of my favorites. Are you ready for this, parrot? So if I come over here, because it is a bit destructive, in fact it's very destructive, I can click the ground with my gauntlet. Bam. Well, you don't have to click at the ground, you just have to click in general. And then around me, you'll see these particles. And they do that. They make a big explosion. And the cool thing is, you can spam it. Oh, sheep. Oh, no. Hey, you survived. So if I just go... I'm spamming very hard. Okay, look at it. Okay, now look. There's a bunch. It's gonna explode. Ah, beautiful. Those little patches of stuff are considered entities, so I think the reason why / killing all entities fixes the lag with this is because it summons entities to work. I think a lot of the abilities summon entities here. The next ability is Strength Boost. It just gives you resistance. Is that what's giving me resistance, or is that something else? Oh, I click to get the strength. Oh, now I'm strong. That makes much more sense. Sorry, there's some abilities that I still am not very good at. I don't use Strength Boost very often, okay? It's just not something I use. Oh no, I used the wrong one. So, oops. Okay, well those are all the Power Stone abilities. The Power Stone is mainly used for destruction, but you know, oh well. Believe it or not, it's still not the most destructive stone. I mean, it kind of I mean, it is. But you know, I didn't even know that you could get rabbits in that texture. Anyway, Space Stone, or you know, Blue Stone as we call it. So I'm gonna sprint and then teleport. You just got a glimpse of my favorite ability. Anyway, lift. Pretty simple. You can lift things. Let me try and find something. This ability is a bit odd because you drop them pretty fast, but it's kind of it does work. Pig. Hello, pig. I believe that you can do this to multiple entities as well. So if I go lift, I can lift them and then drop them very fast. But it's very good for like getting stuff away. Say that like your animal has escaped the pen or something, and you're like, oh no, whatever will I do? You can just be like, yoink, get back in. It'd be cool if you would like throw them. Oh, you can attack them while you're lifting them, so you can like kill them really easily. Like a zombie comes up and you're just like, can't touch me. Oh, that didn't work at all. There's just like a block behind me. That's very odd. If I hold the gauntlet, it goes away. Also, this does work on players as well, so not all the abilities do, but some of them do. Energy Beam does, Detonate does, Strength Boost does, Lift does. Alright, I'll just tell you the ones that don't. Okay, next ability is Teleport, which means that you can get around easy. Now, I am in creative, so I can fly. Sometimes this doesn't allow you to fly, and it's a bit odd, but just there is a solution to that, and that is when you click with the teleport ability. Oh, it makes me invisible, but my armor stays. That's a bit odd. Anyway, if I can now walk around invisible, despite the fact that my armor is clearly not invisible. That's really odd. But anyway, if you don't have armor on, it makes you completely invisible, and then when you click again, you return. Now, a lot of people would find it annoying that when you run with the gauntlet, it changes the ability, therefore making it much harder to use. My solution is just stop holding it, and then hold it when you want to use the ability. Okay, I can just run along to weird things back, click it, and then fly away. Now for my favorite ability of this entire gauntlet, and that is Destroy Moon. Now, the reason why I said that the Power Stone is the most destructive is because this is an ability in the Space Stone, but it uses the power stone to make the destruction happen. So that's what I meant by that. So then if I click, it summons the literal moon and rains chaos down upon the land. Oh, there we go. Now I can't fly. Look at this. It's beautiful. Makes a lot of destruction. Even better, you can spam this and it doesn't even cause that much lag. Just look at that. It does give you a bit of time to get out of there as well, which is always good. This would be a great way to get revenge if you put this over someone's house. Next stone. Some of them don't have very many abilities, including this one, the reality stone. The only ability it has is transform. If I crouch, you'll notice that it doesn't change. Pretty much, if I click things, that happens. They just become obsidian. Hello, Ocelot. Become obsidian. This does not work on players. I was kind of hoping that like when you click a player it like suffocates them in the obsidian, because then like you could actually use it as an attack, but no, it doesn't. Next stone is the soul stone. This one's actually pretty cool. So pretty much, I'm loving these mobs today. They're just showing up right where I need them. So I can go release. This ability is useless because I haven't trapped anything. But if I go capture, then I can also once again just shoot the particles. But if I click a mob, like that pig, then it puts it in this weird orb thing. I assume that this is like you send something to the soul dimension. But anyway, now it's captured in this orb thing. This actually does work on players, believe it or not. And yes, it's weird. Oh, you can capture multiple things at the same time. You can capture like as many things as you want. And for some reason they do follow you around. Now, I was actually annoyed about this ability because I thought, well, if it just leaves them there, then well, how am I ever gonna... I have to find them again to release them. But as they follow you around, it's actually good because then you can release them where you want them to go. This would be really good for transportation again, so you could like capture them and then you could just release them where you want. If it's a player, I don't think they follow you. But that's okay, that's to be expected. They are very slow though. Isn't much I can do about that. Look, I can merge them into one big animal bunch. And then if I scroll over to the next ability, which is release, I can release them all. They're all happy now. Next up is the green stone. Now this one can slow down or speed up time for isolated things. So here is a mob, and if I go reverse, it becomes a baby. And you can do this to any mob that can actually become a baby. I cannot do it to a baby, and I cannot do it to a mob that can't become a baby. The parrot keeps making noises and I don't like it. But then you can also do the same thing, but the opposite. You can speed up time. And doing that also gives you speed. What level of speed is it? It's speed 3. Pretty nice. Not for very long, but long enough that it would be very helpful if you were trying to escape someone. But then you can also just, keep doing it. Meaning that, you're quite fast. Speed up. Whee! It's reasonably fast as well. It's fast enough to be helpful. I was a bit annoyed about the time stone just because I kind of thought it felt a bit useless to me. But then you can also run really fast, which is actually more useful. It would also be cool if you could like slow down enemies, but I don't think you can. Something that would be really cool is if you could like control the day-night cycle with it. Like there was like you could like you could make day or like make night. That would be cool. Like you could hold it down and it like slowly changes. How cool would that be? Developer, if you're watching this video, which you're probably not, please consider doing that. That'd be cool. Right, okay. Now on to the Yellowstone. Unfortunately, this is another one that's laggy, and I'm very sorry about that, but there isn't much I can do. So if I go / summon husk, and then I put myself in survival mode, this guy is going to attack me. And if I have the Mind Stone equipped, then I can click him. It's a bit fiddly. Get clicked. Be clicked. He's supposed to stop attacking me. As you can see, this one is once again laggy. There we go. We made the noise. Come on, dude. You know, you're making this really hard to show. You're annoying. Stop attacking me, you stupid. Okay, well what is supposed to happen is he's supposed to stop attacking me. But it doesn't seem like he wants to do that right now. So, you know, let's just move on to the next ability. I'm going to have to /kill all entities now. That's another one which I'm kind of upset that it doesn't work properly, but the fact that it's so laggy anyway kind of means that like I would just not use it. But the next ability I would definitely use, and that is all stones. Now there's two abilities here. And there's one ability that I was kind of hoping it has. All the stones combined can shoot this like really powerful like laser beam. I understand why I can't do that. I mean, the other laser was very laggy, so this one would probably be even worse. But if I go all stones, I changed the wrong thing. Oopsies. I can snap, or I can destroy the stones. I don't want to destroy the stones. It literally all it does is just destroys the stones. It's kind of like, why would you ever want to do... I mean, if your friend was about to murder you, and you had the gauntlet, you might want to do that, and then just like, they would be furious at you, but... Other than that... This would be really cool to have in just like a casual survival world, like you just randomly put this in your server, or your realm, and then like the whole world just begins to start a war over the gauntlet. Now the snap does not work on players. And I'm quite upset about that. Disorientate doesn't work on players either, but that I think that's kind of a no-brainer. I guess it would be kind of cool if it like gave them blindness or something, but I'm reasonably sure it doesn't. I'm stuck in a hole now. If I summon a pig, I can snap the pig. Bam. Didn't do anything. Be snapped. Haha. Goodbye. Now it's kind of odd. On the Java version, you snap like every entity, whereas on the Bedrock version, you just kind of if you look at it, it snaps. But you know what can you do? I mean, it's still cool. Like, if anything, it's more useful. So yeah, it can take quite a while to switch between them, which is unfortunate. But there isn't really much we can do about that. So I'm going to go into survival mode for this, okay? And just to give you a bit of an idea of just how useful this actually is, I'm going to go teleport. Now, there's a desert temple around here somewhere. Here we go. Bam. Oh, that's also cool. You can use other abilities while teleporting. Okay, so if I go... Bam. Get out of here, floor. Oh, does it drop the items? I don't think so, no. Look, this is the easiest way to ever just raid one of these places. I can just fly down that. How easy is that? Get rid of the pressure plate. Easy. Just get all the loot. Is this loot actually good? Dude, that's a pretty decent book. Well, point is, this is just such an easy way to just do anything. It's so useful. I just love it. It can really help with your game experience and your blowing stuff up experience. I mean, honestly, this is just the best ability by far. Just look at this. It's beautiful. Sorry, Desert Temple. It was satisfying. If you did that above your friend's house, they would be furious. But anyway, thank you very much for watching this video. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. That would be greatly appreciated. I know this was a different kind of thing, but like, once I downloaded this, I just had to show you. It's so cool. And just thank you very much for watching this video. It would be cool to like try and do like a video based around this, like even just to like start a realm where we just like put a bunch of mods in it. One of them is this one, and just like try and like see who can get the most powerful. That would be cool. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video on the channel, whatever that may be. Good. Bye.